Last week, Islam Makhachev suggested that DC and Chael switch the name of their show from Good Guy Bad Guy to Fat Guy Bad Guy. ESPN actually listened.
They have to change the name to your podcast.
Why?
Fat Guy and Bad Guy.
What? So you're telling me y'all let Islam Makhachev come up here and change the name of the show? You have no idea the monster you are creating by giving them this power. ESPN, take it back. This dude will never let me live this down.
Ian Garry claims that he has accepted a fight with Michael Venom Page. Speaking to TalkSport, Ian said, "I've said yes to that name. Him and his coaches are deciding because he feels a bit heavy. He's a bit heavy to make weight in 7 weeks' time, but I've said yes." There's so many at this point, you kind of lose count. I feel like I've gone through about 8 or 9 names and it's like, no, don't want the fight, don't want that fight, not interested. The UFC are saying they're not interested in it. They've offered me Colby, I've said yes to MVP, I've said yes to Sean Brady, I've said yes to, I don't even know his name, the Uzbekistani guy, if he had won. I've said yes to Joaquin Buckley. I say yes to every single person that has come my way. That is what I do.
It's 3 out of 3 or nothing for me. We've got a potential to make a lot of Irish history here, but Kobe's running and he's out. There's been other people that have been offered and they're running too. They're all coming up with excuses. I want to be active, I want to fight, I want to compete. It's what I love to do. At the end of the day, whoever wants to show up across for me in that octagon on June 29th and get their ass whooped, that's who I want.
Sean Brady responded to Ian's claims. He reposted this to his Instagram story. He wrote, "I literally asked for this fight." Darren Till refuses to fight Mike Perry in BKFC. Darren says that BKFC is where you go when you're coming to the end of your career. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Darren said, "Perry, he went crazy the other day calling me every name under the sun. That fight's just got to happen one day. I would love to fight Perry. I don't really want to fight him in bare knuckle because I feel like bare knuckle is the type of organization you go when, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but when you're coming to the end. It's sort of like you don't care about your face getting busted up and shit like that. I feel still young and fresh. I want to save the bare knuckle. I'm not going to stand here and say I'm scared to fight Mike Perry in bare knuckle, because I'm definitely not. But I don't think bare knuckle is the right move for me right now. I think boxing and then hopefully back to the UFC at some point is the right move for me. I'm not saying he is at the end of his career. He's just a big dumbo. He's just a big dumbo. I don't know. Who has he been fighting? Eddie Alvarez? Thiago Alves? They've got the brain capacity of a loaf of bread. He hasn't been fighting anyone. I'll give MVP his due. MVP is a brilliant fighter. Luke Rockhold, I don't know what he is. A model or a fighter at this point. He looks good, but he doesn't really fight good anymore. I'm not impressed. Anyone can say what they're saying, but I know what I'm capable of. I know I'm fast and ferocious. I'm too big and strong and clever for Perry. He's just a big dumbo who walks forward. He's just a fool. $2 million? You think I'd turn down $2 million? They offered me good money. But I've got many offers. I got offers to fight Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis. I got good offers, but I wanted to wait it out and get the right deal for myself. I feel like I have now. I can't wait to announce it. In our video from a few days ago, we reported on Michael Bisping saying that he wasn't a fan of Joaquin Buckley's call out of Conor McGregor. Bisping discussed the call out once again on the Believe You Me podcast with Anthony Smith. Smith says that he could not stop looking at Bisping's face the entire time Buckley was talking, and Bisping says that he was trying not to smile because of what Buckley was saying about McGregor's family.
Gets on the microphone. He was a star all week. Obviously from St. Louis, he kind of made this happen. You know, confronted Dana at UFC 300 press conference. Gets the fight, a tough fight. Gets the win. You know, electrified crowds all week. You know, he was kind of stealing the show to a certain degree. What were your thoughts on the post-fight interview? I thought it was going great.
Oh, it was going.
And when he starts calling McGregor's mum a hoe, and the grandma a hoe, and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, this is great. You know, yeah, you're great. I'm like,
oh. I just kept staring at your face the whole time because you were just kind of like, God, I don't know what to do, and like you wanted to like pull the microphone away, and he kept pulling it back. I was like,
yeah, because you can't just rip the microphone halfway through a conversation, but like, no, bro, no, you don't get to say that. Number one, that's not my call. That's his moment. So I was looking for a good time to break, but because I was laughing at first because he's an entertaining dude, and I find his energy really funny, and then because the acoustics in there make it hard. You know what I mean? To actually understand what the guy right in front of you is saying, because, you know, as I say, the arena. And then it took me a second to figure out. I didn't know what he was doing. I'm like, oh, he's calling McGregor's mum a hoe, grandma a hoe, and all that. And I didn't want to be laughing at that. Like, I think that was funny. So I was like purposely trying to not smile.
Yeah, look, you can tell too with I just don't smile.
I just don't, because it's like I'm condoning it. But yeah, that's right. She is. He's not going to get a fight with Conor McGregor.
I know, and that's what sucks. Like, you're not going to get it. So
No.
why waste it?
Jorge Masvidal still believes a fight between him and Conor McGregor could happen. ESPN MMA posted this to Instagram. It says, never forget back in 2019 when this fight was being talked about between two of the biggest stars in the UFC. Who would have won if Conor McGregor fought Jorge Masvidal? Masvidal left a comment saying we could still find out. He followed up with too big of a man for that little leprechaun. There's some DMs going around social media of BJ Penn allegedly going off on another candidate for the Hawaii County Council.
What's up, everybody? BJ Penn. Vote for me. I'm running for Hawaii County District 1.
So this all started with this Instagram post. This is allegedly BJ's alternate account. The caption reads, "Let's trade. You should have never said that about me last year. Leave now or we see you soon. Now I want to see you soon so you never make this mistake again. Stay in Australia." The man then messaged BJ's main account regarding that post. He wrote, "You doing okay, guy? I don't know when pushed for you to go down this path, but whatever it is, I hope you get some help. I told you to go get hyperbaric therapy and ayahuasca. I honestly think that would help with your brain damage. I thought we was cool, but I guess not. If you want to fight, then once my neck fully heals, we can get down. But you have to sign a waiver that whatever happens to you is not on me, because I'm not going to be held liable for you getting knocked out and not getting back up. I hope you honestly go and get help. If not for yourself, then for your kids." BJ fired back, and the man posted these DMs to his Instagram. BJ allegedly wrote, "F you, we not cool. Why would I be cool with one liar? You are a f***ing idiot. Right there, I knew you was a f***ing dummy or lying. The answer is both. You guys is Australian f***ing clowns. What you think is gonna happen when I close all you f***s? My little brother is dying for break your arms, so we don't hear your f***ing bullshit. Nobody f***ing knows you, clown. Just another actor nobody knows. You never knocked out anybody in your life. You one actor, you f***ing clown. All you f***ing clowns is actors. You told me you was going get more belts than me in UFC. What happened? Another act that got you exposed. Can't punch your way out of a paper bag, you f***ing idiot." He continued, "First you say you're gonna knock me out, and then you cry that my brother never liked you because you were a fake actor trying to f*** Hawaiians over. The people from Big Island that knew me for 40 years don't know exactly who I am. You think this is new to them, dummy? They know how to break the eggs before you make an omelet. There has never been a peaceful transfer of power in the history of humankind. You don't understand that all of the fighters is sick of you clowns like you. You trust your chances, little boy? Scooby-Doo knew about clowns like you. Try picture that. You are the bad guy in the Scooby-Doo cartoon. F***ing shame." BJ then tried to video call him, then tried to call him. He continued on about it. "Let me know anytime. I'm your Huckleberry. My pleasure to help you understand. I know your fake wife's family. I'll explain to them how scumbag traitors like you is the reason Hawaiians have to move from Hawaii." So BJ left a comment on this guy's post with the DMs. He wrote, "It's so funny how tough you talk and then cry. You're not going to add the part where you said that you was going to knock me out? All good. Never take anything personal. I always remind myself. I've been trying to teach my brother that, but I guess he's not mature enough yet. Comes with time. He's a fake. He's a fraud. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Colby Covington calling out Charles Oliveira. The first one says a 170-pound Charles Oliveira dismantles a 170-pound Colby Covington. The second one's from the Memphis Strangler. It says Colby might just be the most irrelevant fighter on the roster now. And the final one says if Colby only wants to fight lightweights, why the f won't he just cut to lightweight? Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.